Good morning. That's the YouTube lovers. What's that? Alright, mate. It's a bit fresh today. Got my gloves on, mate. Chilly hands. It's a bit breezy, a bit windy. I should bring my microphone, really. Microphone thing I can use. It looks a bit, I don't think it is, but it looks like it's a bit leaning over. Maybe it is, I don't know. There's hills. No, that's it's an old chalk pit. This is Blue Water here. This is was an old pit. I think it run by Blue Circle Cement. And they used to dig out, I think the chalk or something. They used to dig out, I don't know what it is, they used to dig out something they used to use make something, you know, cement or something. It's just nice to do a walk. I normally do a walk. Normally do a walk on a Monday and a Thursday, come back from my girlfriend's, plug in my car, so I'm getting a charge. This is the thing with electric cars, you sort of got to do something. You've got to do something while you're charging, not waiting to charge, really. I think you've got to say, I'll go to the gym, there's a charger there, so that's why I plug my car in. I go for a walk, where I start my walk, there's a charger, so that's always a good, because otherwise you're sort of, I mean I do it sometimes, I've been out to charge my car, that's only because, you know, I'm on my own, there's no one at home to say where you're going, and I don't know, if my car needs charge, I might as well go out and charge. I'm not doing anything, I might as well go out and do a charge. But that's my sort of thoughts of electric cars, really. Ideally there'd be more chargers, I think. You know, everywhere I want to park there'd be a charger, wouldn't there? That would be a perfect world, but I don't live in a perfect world. Otherwise there wouldn't be any wars, would there? Wouldn't be any wars, everyone would get along, that sort of stuff, but we don't want to do that, do we? We're humans, we don't like getting along. It's quite nice actually being a bit light. The last few months it's been dark, and it's dark in the mornings. Another thing I could do with is everybody go on all my videos, go back through my videos and comment on them. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you comment within reason. Comments, I don't get a lot of comments. I need more comments on my videos and my Cambridge Motors channel. I'd like people to, you know, comment on that sort of stuff on car videos. Not I want to monetise it or anything, if you're not interested in that at all. Cold on my nose. 10 people watching. You watch someone walking along the street. Do you not ever talk? I'm a nightmare. I'll get in the lift now, I'm going, morning. Or so someone walking along here now, as I've got towards them, I'll go, morning. Or afternoon or evening. Quite a bit chilly, isn't it? Something like that. I don't know. Not really need mates. I just think sadly the art of conversation has disappeared now, hasn't it? All stuck in that phone. I think, no, you know, for Christ's sake, you know, just go on the phone if you're the passenger in the car, go on the phone when you're going home, but when you're there in the restaurant, talk about stuff, isn't it? How's your day been? And even if you live with someone, you've still got stuff to talk about, isn't there? Although me and my girlfriend, we just sit there on our phones, it's silly really, isn't it? But then we're not doing any harm, I suppose, are we? But even us two, we're sort of you're gradually getting to the point where you're just sitting there and you're in your own world, isn't it? But you know, I don't know, modern world, I suppose, isn't it? Modern world we live in. Everyone here really, 9 people just watching and think if you can stumble across a live, say hello. If you leave, say hello. Oh, I think say hello with someone you think might add some value. If it's like someone who you think is someone famous. But it's funny, a famous person, thousands of people will talk. They will not even talk back to them. And yet someone who might help your business or I don't know, actually follow your channel or comment on your gaming videos or something, you don't bother. There'll be some sort of superstar gamer. I was thinking like that. Is it Alex Gonzalez? That bloke who's got that Bugatti. It's all over. What's his name? Matt, the bloke who does Matt. And I think he's a trader, isn't he? He's a trader. And I'm like, maybe he's got nothing interesting to post. So now he's posting up videos about his Bugatti. And I'm like, the amount of people must comment. Oh, mate, Rimac, he's no good. You should comment with people who are going to actually comment on yours, shouldn't you? It's a two-way street, isn't it, really? Oh, this is new. I'm not saying this. Normally go that way. I'm going to have a look at this. This is a new thing they put up. I wonder what this is. Oh, it's actually not going to rain today. I think it's going to be a day it's going to be dry. Oh. What this is. All right. But no matter where you go, you end up like that, don't you? Or memory. Wood. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice because you got that. You got that in there. So if you had a memory, you know, I don't know. It's quite nice, I suppose. Actually, you know, someone went, you got their ashes and you sprinkled them here, because then you could come sit here, couldn't you? You come sit here, and do you know what? Just chat to them, innit? You know, whoever it is, could be a pet, your mum, your dad, whoever. You know, we're all gonna go. You just got to enjoy it, haven't you? Is it? Don't get. My area is so flat, you don't even get views. Where are you then? Whereabouts are you? That's alright, but I wouldn't want to sit on that one because you'd lean back and fall off, wouldn't you? I've cut all this now. I wonder why I could see it. This was all sort of grown up. This is quite nice now. You can see the river, see the water. South east. Oh right, I think you did tell me where you're from. Is this your son or the dad? Because I think this is the son. Your dad said he was using your account. I think I made you a moderator, but I think you've actually behaved. So I thought, well, maybe I was a bit silly there, really, because I don't know you. This is south east. This is Dartford, near Dartford. Oh, the dad. Okay. You got to be careful, don't you? And I have people, you know, chat to me online and that. And I think, gosh, I've got to be so careful with it, because you don't know who's who, innit? And someone could do something to sort of, I don't know, get you in trouble, but they don't think of the hassle they're going to cause, isn't it? You think, wow. I think people just don't think of, and I thought that this morning driving, I think people just don't think of the consequences of their actions. They drive along. This truck, he's coming towards the A225. He's overtook and then gone up and sort of cut his way back in, and he was actually 3 cars. He's going 3 cars. And I'm like, well, you've done that for 3 cars. Weird, isn't it? Absolutely weird. And he could have clipped a car, the car could have broke, and he bit the back of it, and you think, wow, your action has caused a lot of hassle. I suppose online is, well, I suppose online's anonymous, isn't it, really? None of us really know who's who. It should almost be, we all have to use our real name, innit? All of us, you know, everybody. I mean, you wouldn't better police it, would you? And it's not actually feasible, isn't it? But parky out here today. 10 people watching. Hello, 10 people. 10 anonymous people. We're going to watch. We're not going to say hello. Actually, it's probably good to not say hello, isn't it? 'Cause you don't know who I am. You don't know whether I'm sort of good or bad person. You don't know my intentions. So maybe not commenting is, maybe it's a sensible thing. But I just find it a bit sad. TikTok definitely would have had tons of conversations by now. YouTube is a bit, I don't know, maybe it's too vast, too vastly varied. Although TikTok just must be just as big, isn't it? Must be just as big, surely. Mike Curley. Hello. No, loads of people are there. It doesn't bother me if people don't talk, really. I'm just trying to encourage people to say, look, become part of the, not my life, the lives you're watching. You're watching all these things. If you're watching a video and you're not going to comment on it, what are you watching it for? Commenting, but it should be a two-way street. People should be commenting on yours. You know, if you put a video up, I don't care what it is, you know, it could be the bike, motorbike racing, cars, people should comment. People are, sometimes they're quite mean, isn't it? Maybe they're shy, maybe it's like, well, I can't comment because I don't know that person. But you're watching them, isn't it? I don't really want anyone to, I just find it frustrating that people, it's quite a lonely world. It's a lonely world, right? Everybody's in their phone, we've all got our virtual stuff, but the real world has become quite lonely. The amount of old people, you know, that are, you know, probably in a home, no one visits them. It's funny, everyone wants their money though. The moment they die, the house, who's getting the money, who's getting this, and you think, wow, did you ever see them people when they were alive? Weird, isn't it? I also don't come to my funeral. I sort of get paying last respects, but why are you coming to my funeral and give me flowers? Why don't you come have a pizza? Come down here, we'll come down and have a pizza down here. All alone, well, we don't have to be. And I just think, well, TikTok's become quite a good community going on there. I've got to be patient, haven't I? I can't expect to come on here and, you know, if you like my lives and you like me and you think I'm okay and you maybe enjoy it, you'll come back. And then eventually people will hopefully talk. And that's what it's like. It's a bit like trying to get people talking. But I don't just mean on mine. I think if you're scrolling through any of these social medias, you should comment. If you're looking at a video or looking at a live, comment on it. Unless you think it's someone, I don't know, who's got, I do think the sort of influencers on the internet, you know, and the cycling Mikeys and people like that, they've got such big accounts and they're only big because everybody's commenting. And they seem to be, oh, are you getting any value out of commenting cycling Mikey's, how he's got a taxi driver the sack? Are you going to benefit out of that? No, you'd be benefiting how other people would. What's this? We're not. Yeah, oh no, true. Can I touch my toes? If I want to. Yes, I can touch my toes. That's one thing I'm a little bit strange at TikTok. Sorry, on here. It feels, if you're immature, some of the things people say is a bit like odd. Maybe I have to make allowances that people are maybe very young. I found my main. Hi Gary, I found my main account in my drawer. Oh, here Karen, alright mate. What are you? What do you mean in your drawer? What sort of drawer? I'm ethno-nationalist. Hey? Ethno nationalist. What's that when it's at home? What is it? Is it something modern? Is it a... Probably should spin it around and show you in my face. I'm too scared. I'm too scared. Too scared. I don't know. Ethno nationalist. What is that though? What is it? Can't you just be like, my name's Susan and I'm all right, and I go hello, and I work in a baker's, and I don't do anything really mega exciting. I'm not downhill skiing at the Olympics, and I'm not doing all sorts of bad stuff, but I'm just a normal person, and I go hello in the mornings, and I drive at, I don't know, sensible speed, and I don't really want to break in everyone's houses. Can't you just be like, that? You be where you want to be, innit? I think the world is fantastic. Unfortunately, it's full of people. So they just, I don't know, they ruin my experience of my days. Look at that, look. Can I what? Shower your friend Kevin connected. Liam Granville. Why is it 74? I'm pretty sure that's your number. How old's Kevin then? What's this? I'm a white male, non-dry middle-aged wage slave with autoimmune disease. Non-dry. Well, I don't like you having a disease. That's horrible, isn't it? I feel sorry for you, mate. I mean, you just don't realise. People don't realise just how important. I'm going to turn this round because I think it's important now. I'm astonished, right? Everybody's worried about the badges. I mean, I don't know where this was bought. It's a Nike, apparently, right? I'm astonished. Everyone values all this stuff, right? Stuff, you know, Lamborghinis and Porsches and Rolexes and shit and that, over actually having a really good body. I don't mean good looking. I don't mean massive arms. I mean just not having. Well, you've obviously you're sort of unwell, right? What would you give to be well? What would you give to be just like nothing wrong with you? You're not under the hospital. That's what I mean. I'm thinking. The more I think about life, the more I'm thinking. You know what? You know what's your life advice to young people? Stay out the hospital. What thoughts on Keir Starmer? Prime Minister. Thoughts on him? Don't really care about him, mate. Personally, Liam, I think I'm better to come for a walk than worry about Keir Starmer. I think I'm better off to focus on my business. That gives me money to buy my holidays. I think I'm better off focusing, not eating too many biscuits. You may not. You may say, no, that's ridiculous, Gary. We should all be really angry about him. But the thing is, we're a democracy. You know, next election, I can vote him out. I'm a Tory. So obviously what I think of Keir Starmer, but you know what? I have to think all of them are going to bend me over, pull my pants down. Whether I live in Finland, America, London, Ireland, Dublin, New York, Paris, no matter where I live, I would think every government is not going to be good for me. I'm good for me, and I have to have a long-term memory, a mindset, innit? I have to be, if I'm not financially sorted by the time I'm 13, I'm ruined. How are you, you know, you get to 25 or 32 and then you say, right, I'm going to try and buy my own house, I'm going to stop buying all this CDs or whatever. You know, it's too late, isn't it? Will you, what's this? Can we wrestle in my tent? Not really, because you're a bit of a troll, but there you go. And I'm being really serious. Why would you seriously have that name? Mate, that's just how I'm out. What's this? Will I vote Conservative or Reform? Well, I've always voted Tory. But you know, if you vote something else, I respect you. If you vote Reform, I think Reform. The trouble is, none of them. We need left and right, and we need to go left and right. I don't want to talk about politics. I think it's something. There's no point. You'll have your views. I'll have my views, and all we'll do, we'll have pointless discussions. We should talk about cake, getting your leg over, holidays, fitness. Now, that's a real good thing. Let's talk about fitness. Let's talk about how many calories in things. Let's talk about NutriCheck. Really good things. Loads of people struggle with their weight. Do you think it's better to struggle and sort your health out, or do you think it's better to talk about Keir Starmer, the Labour government, they're doing this, they're doing immigration? I don't. I just think, what's the point? I'm never going to own a home in this country. It is hard. Well, you say that, but do you think if you went back to when you was, like, I mean, I was lucky, my mum and dad let me live indoors. My dad worked for himself. We had our own business. Do you think if you could go back, say, to when your mum and dad were young, and you encourage your dad, sort of, I don't know, with the spirit to get his own business, be a builder or something like that, and you saved really hard at school and you had a good money mindset, do you think you would be different? If you do, then I'd say no good for you, but maybe your next generation. Or I think if you started a business off now, I don't think you really gain. I don't think your kids gain. I think it's second generation. I can't worry about them. I've got to worry about myself. I am the most important thing in my life. Not the government, not tax, not worried about tax. Is no tax in Dubai. Do I really care about that? Well, go there. If you really think paying tax is your biggest issue, great. I think the biggest thing about tax is you just don't earn enough, surely. What do you want to pay? Would you rather pay more tax or less tax? Because tax is a percentage of what you earn. Is that an immature way of looking at it? I hope so, because it's my way of looking at it. You know, where am I? Blue Water Shopping Centre. I'm not shopping, I'm charging my car. I think I do feel the modern ways we've got to stick our honk into everyone else's business, and I've got to spend so much time telling people what they should do. I mean, I'm saying this. I think it's a good thing for me to try and encourage you to exercise. It's trying to encourage you to save money. Trying to encourage you to get rid of your credit cards. Are you off to sort of go? Why would you? Can I just ask you one question? Why you would call your name that on social media, mate? It makes you sound weird. And it's ain't a dig. It's just like, I'm like, really? Wow, mate. I don't know. Maybe you think it's. I just don't, mate. I'd respect you to the hills, mate. Mate, I tell you what. Yeah, whatever. Well, I tell you what. Yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah, you're right. So, you know what? You do what you want to do, mate. You do what you want to do. You do what you. But I tell you what, look, you don't have to convince me. I don't need convincing. You're the one who's going around calling yourself that on social media, fingerprint. So if you were lucky enough when you get older to get, because I'm assuming I can't be. There's no way you're 40, 50. No way. No way. You're young. You're young. You might be a teenage male. You're probably male. Pretty sure you're male. Pretty sure you're young. You find that funny? It's up to you, mate. Up to you. I'm an old person. I think my first impression is, wow. My first, make a good first impression on everybody, innit? Let's say you're young and you went to your mum and dad and said, "Mum, I'm calling myself Mo Less." What? What's it? Ditch the Tories, go with reform. Why? I can vote who I want to vote. Weren't you lagging? Oh no, I can't help it, the internet, innit? Lack of internet. Liam, you ditch who you want to ditch, mate. It doesn't matter who's in power, does it? Everyone should vote. Everyone should vote, I think. And vote the way you want to vote, innit? If you vote reform, we vote reform. It's all sound bites, isn't it? Internet's not very good. But don't listen to me, innit? This is the internet. You mustn't listen to me. You've got to listen to who you want to listen to. You've got to believe the things that your mum and dad have told you. Believe the things that you've learned. Because none of us knew anything. You know, when you were born, you was about, say, 3 days old. You didn't know any words. You didn't know anything. Even from a day old, you learned. I feel sad. I feel quite sad for everybody, really. But, you know, you may say, "Oh, you're mad, Gary. That's not how the modern way works." I don't want to know how the modern way works. I do not want to be modern. I want to be me, understand basic stuff that if I'm a bit sensible with stuff, I'm usually happy. Whether it's my money, my health. Labour thinks so. But so if you really want to discuss politics, let's discuss some of the policies then. But what's the point? Do you really want to discuss it then? You must be super boring if you really want to talk about that, mate. You must have nothing going on in your life. Nothing. You're nothing exciting. You haven't got a motorbike. You ain't been on holiday anywhere. I don't know. You're probably young. I don't know. Anyone who comes out with weird stuff and they're not young, I'm going to go, really? What? You've survived this long being like it? No, you don't. You're a troll. You're a troll. You're a young young, I don't know. Not even sure what you are, mate. But that's what you want to do. You're doing what you want to do, which is good. Well, I don't even drink, so if you want 3 little bottles of cider, which you probably don't even drink. Actually, do you know what? I don't even want to know, actually. Tell you, it feels, some social media sometimes feel like I'm talking to a load of drunks, right? You're into a load of drunks who are making absolutely no sense in their conversational skills. That's what it feels like, social media. I'm not here to debate stuff. I'm here to just chat and about stuff. I don't really want to. You don't need to debate stuff. If you want to debate stuff, go and find someone who will align with your values in wanting to debate the very stuff that you think you want to debate. Because I'm not into debating. It's pointless, isn't it? Let's get 2 people with different points of view. And what we're trying to do, change everyone's opinion. Why? Don't let me change your opinion. But I'm not going to let you change my opinion. Unless I want it changed, you know. I suppose I'm being horrible, fair enough, but I'm not being horrible. That's just not me being good to myself. I just don't think I'm horrible. How can we help each other? Sure, that's a better thing to try and work out, isn't it? You know, you're looking for another job. You know, what do you want done? What do you want to buy? What do you want to sell? That sort of thing, isn't it? What knowledge do you think you want? Politicians all naturally lie anyway, don't they? Well, that's right, they don't lie. Hang on, politicians are no different to us. So you mean to say none of us lot lie? Park on a double yellow line, what, and you say you've been there? I've only been here a minute. It takes you a minute to take your seatbelt off, surely. Or you come home and something's happened, and you don't say, oh no, it wasn't me. Everybody tries to get away with stuff, don't they? It's act different to how I'm acting. We act a bit odd, don't we? Cold out here today, boys and girls. I'm on there to go to the toilet. Flip a coin like a 1950s rebel. What's that? Is that English? 1950s rebel. What is that? What brand of car is that? Is that a motorbike? Shops. We go to the shops. Were the days? I think yesterday was the day, wasn't it? Today is the day. Like my friendship ringing. Oh, I'm going, you lot, because I've got to talk to my friend. I'm going because I've got to talk to my friend. There's my car over there, look, on charge. Right, see you later.